this is the downtown rehearsal.
Right.
This place. How'd you stumble into this?
I've been rehearsing with Greg Cook and Mike Doherty run this place, and I've been rehearsing here for so long that one day started working, and I think it was like 9 years ago.
Wow.
And here I am.
You have a style all your own, partly due to an accident that was done a long time ago.
Right.
How did you deal with that, and did it affect your playing at all?
It was hard to deal with because it was like 6 months of a bunch of different casts and stuff. What it did was it made it so my index finger doesn't bend. It just kind of wobbles. So I have to, it actually made me play more classical where my hand's kind of always flat. And it did change my style a lot. And right when I cut my hand, I just started getting into a lot of Jan Hammer and John McLaughlin stuff and Jeff Beck stuff, and so as soon as I got better, I like pursued that stuff, you know, head on, because I hadn't played in 6 months, and I think, you know, it just kind of all melded together, and I think it helped me. I mean, I wish I could bend it, but you know, I do kind of attribute that style to my hand.
Your career has taken an interesting path, from fusion guitarist to lead guitar for one of the biggest metal bands ever, Megadeth, and then back to fusion again. How do you compare those two worlds?
Well, with Megadeth, it was pretty challenging music, and there's a kind of a similarity. I mean, the energy is the same, but of course not the music's different, but the energy's there.
And you were with Megadeth for how long?
I was there for the first 2 records, and then I most recently did a record called The System Has Failed, and that was a fun record to do. Vinnie Kelly used to play drums on it, so I was really kind of drawn to it because of that. I figured
that was worth it.
Yeah, that would be worth it.
Tell us about your current band, Ohm. How did that all come about?
I had been playing with my brother in a couple of different bands, and we had a band called Mumbo's Brain, and we did well. We opened for Todd Rundgren, and you know, we played around town, and it was fun and everything, but it was always, you know, the vocal thing, and you know, trying to get that niche and trying to find a market for, you know, our band, and finally I just said, you know, this isn't what I want to do. You know, I want to play instrumental music, and I gave Pag a call, Robbie, and I said, hey man, why don't we just do what we like to do, and you know, let the chips fall. You know, if we're doing what we like to do, at least we'll have fun doing it, and if something happens, you know, we'll feel right at home, you know, doing it. So that's what we did.
And you've been doing it now for how long?
I think about 8 years.
Really?
Yeah. And then before that, for about 5 years, back when I first moved out to LA. So we played together a long time.
Now you said back out to LA. Where did you go?
Me and Gary Samuelson grew up in New York, and then one day we just came out here because actually Gar's brother Stu had a girlfriend out here, and he came out here, and so we said, well, let's go out there and see what's going on, and we never came back. It was way different than, I mean, when I first saw palm trees and it was December and I wasn't wearing a coat, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, so why don't we just walk around and see what you have here?
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Let me shut that off so it doesn't make too much noise.
All right. So how long have you been in here?
Actually, I helped build it, so I got in right away, and this is the room they gave me because I was going to wind up managing it. So my boss said, why don't you just take this room, and I did. This is my rig. Basic, you know, wah, kind of a tube screamer deal, fuzz phase, octafuzz, univibe. This is a cool black, that little black square pedal is a Love buffer. And I wish I plugged that in for that last show because it sounds really nice. And this is a pedal John Gadesi made me that it's like a tone. It kind of takes a little bit of the top end off the guitar. I like it a lot. And of course that's a custom audio switcher. Anyway, here's one of my guitars. It's a SBG 2000. It's a hollow body, and
It's beautiful.
yeah, it was actually made for Santana, but he decided to play Paul Reed Smith, so
Huh.
somehow I wound up with that.
Wow.
So, and then these Eminence speakers in my cabinets, and this is just all kinds of,
And this stays here all the time.
well, unless we're going somewhere.
Talk to me about the CD.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
When did that happen?
A couple months ago, I did it.
And is that like a compilation?
It's a
thing?
compilation, yeah.
Okay. And who's distributing it? Is it available?
I believe it's Magna Carta.
Okay.
The track I played on is kind of like a Black Sabbath track, and I swear I've done like 3 or 4 other things since then, so I'm trying to like,
Backtrack.
yeah. But I think it's gonna be great though, because I remember playing. It was a lot of fun. It was really heavy and it was recorded well. So, and there's a lot of people on there that are, pretty famous people, and I'm just glad I could be on it.
Right. Now, is that something that people can get online?
Probably both. Probably in the store and online.
Can people buy it like on your website?
No.
No. Where would they go? Like
They would
Guitar
probably
Channel?
go.
or-
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.